Marcus Chun brushed the perspiration from his forehead as he reached the top of yet another sand dune, his archaeological scanner emitting a frantic series of beeps in his experienced grip. The Sahara expedition had followed a standard course until this point, documenting climate change artifacts from the early 21st century. Yet this signal was unlike any other, steeped in a timelessness that felt unfathomably old. The shiny glimmer drew his attention initially, protruding from the sand like a gleaming silver fong. As he drew near, his breath hitched in his throat. It wasn't remnants from an ancient society lost to time. The sleek, sharp contours lay gracefully under the sandy mounds. The surface, untouched by ages of relentless sandstorms, is marked. Marcus initiated the operation of his excavation drones, observing in wonder as they uncovered additional sections of the vessel. It was enormous, effortlessly spanning 300 meters, with graceful lines that appeared to glide like ice in motion. No human civilization had ever constructed anything resembling this. As the final grains of sand settled from what seemed to be an airlock, Marcus observed the markings engraved upon the surface. His translation software faltered briefly before revealing results that stirred his emotions. Race, the Terran naval vessel, was Indomitable. The Admiral's flagship was impossible, he whispered. The Earth Space Initiative had just reached the milestone of 50 years. They had only recently set up settlements on Mars and Europa. This vessel appeared to be from a future far beyond their present capabilities. The airlock reacted to his touch with a gentle hiss, unveiling a corridor that vibrated with latent energy. Emergency lighting sprang to life as he entered, casting a glow on walls adorned with what appeared to be quantum processors and gravitational field generators, technologies that had only ever been discussed in theoretical papers. "Welcome aboard the TNV Indomitable." A comforting, unmistakably human voice resonated down the hallway. "Biometric scan has been successfully executed. Identity verified, Marcus Chun, lineage of Admiral Elena Chun, Terran Expeditionary Force." Marcus stood still. His great-great-grandmother was Elena Chun, a straightforward merchant marine captain rather than an admiral of some fantastical space navy. "Apologies," Marcus shouted towards the ship's AI. "It seems there has been an error. Elena Chun has never been a part of any Terran Expeditionary Force." "That is not the case, Admiral Chun. Your forebear led this ship throughout the Andromedian conflict from 2045 to 2051. You possess her genetic traits and hold the necessary authorization codes. It is a pleasure to be at your service once more, Admiral, after 5 centuries have passed." The AI's words sent a shiver through Marcus' being. 2045 is the upcoming year. The clash had not occurred at that time. "Present the historical records," Marcus insisted, his scholarly background taking precedence over his astonishment. Holographic displays emerged around him, presenting star charts, battle formations, and, most astonishingly, Earth. But not the world he recognized. This planet was adorned with defensive structures in orbit, colossal shipbuilding facilities, and a level of technological advancement that seemed centuries ahead of its time. The Andromedian Empire initiated their first encounter in 2044, the AI detailed while visuals streamed before Marcus' gaze. They insisted on the immediate capitulation of humanity and its assimilation into their collective. Commander Elena Chun spearheaded the human endeavor. Marcus observed with wonder as the Halar Accords depicted grand space conflicts, human vessels weaving through adversarial dreadnoughts with astonishing finesse. The humans faced overwhelming odds, outnumbered 100 to 1, yet they battled with a fierce determination and creativity that left their adversaries utterly unprepared. "We were falling behind," the AI continued. The adversary possessed greater forces, enhanced armaments, and more sophisticated technology. However, they committed a significant mistake by underestimating the capacity for human adaptability. The documents revealed Elena Chun's most significant triumph, the Battle of the Outer Rings, where she faced overwhelming odds and superior firepower. She commanded her entire fleet to charge at the enemy command ship, moving at faster than light speeds, generating a temporal shockwave that propelled both fleets backward through time. The Indomitable found itself ensnared in the Chronoton Cascade, as the AI elucidated. We found ourselves dispersed through various timelines. I've been here, in this arid expanse that was once the Mediterranean Sea, for 500 years. Marcus sensed the burden of an unachievable heritage pressing down on him. But why am I the one? I'm merely a scribe of the past. Because Admiral, the battle continues. The Andromedians are set to make their return next year, just as they have in the past. Yet, on this occasion, mankind shall be prepared. This time we possess you. The vessel's mechanisms stirred to life around him, ages of slumbering innovation rousing with enthusiastic intent. Marcus sensed the tremors of the deck plates underfoot as the Indomitable readied itself to emerge from its buried resting place. The team, Marcus inquired. Transitory. Suspension chambers. Section C, your grandmother's team, poised for your direction. Every strategy, every clever maneuver from the initial timeline, it's all present, ready to be employed once more. Marcus gazed through the bridge's main viewer as the ship emerged from the desert, observing the well-known constellations rotate above him. Out in the vastness of space, an adversarial armada was making its way to Earth, brimming with assurance in their dominance. They were completely unaware of the depths of human potential when pushed to the edge. Admiral, the AI inquired gently, "What are your commands?" Marcus stood tall, acutely aware of the burden of Elena Chen's legacy and the fate of humanity resting heavily upon him. In a year's time, the initial encounter would take place. In a year, the end of humanity would be upon us. Or elevation. Initiate crew revival procedures, he instructed, his tone imbued with a fresh sense of command. Transmit a coded message to Earth Command, informing them that Admiral Chun has made his return. Initiate the charging of the weapon systems. As the Indomitable ascended into the star-studded expanse, Marcus wore a somber smile. The Andromedians were on the brink of discovering the relentless spirit of humanity. What led to their adaptation? The reasons for their survival. They were on the verge of discovering the reason humanity was worthy of the cosmos.